Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius, June 13, 2025. Early today, a full moon occurs in your creativity and romance sector, and it can illuminate issues surrounding friends, romance, and personal goals. There can be an epiphany or a significant turning point. Listen to your heart, as you're likely to discover your feelings about someone or a pet project. Ultimately, this will help you make meaningful decisions. Some aspects of your past need to be laid to rest simply because they are no longer serving you well, and doing so can eventually pave the way to a new beginning. Do keep in mind that information received or perceived right now may be emotionally biased, which means you should probably wait for the dust to settle before making final decisions. However, today's Mercury-Venus transit is easygoing and supportive. It's a great time for connecting with others and enjoying good company. Intuition is good for business and financial matters, and talking/thinking something through can be very helpful for clarifying feelings. A full moon in Sagittarius is trumpeting through the heavens, and its power will be pretty strong now and in the days ahead. All full moons bring a spotlight to your life and a turning point to face, depending on where they fall for your zodiac sign. This full moon energizes your solar house of true love, passion, and romance, and is the most crucial lunation of the year for singles to put themselves out there and line up dates with new suitors. You could meet someone truly special. Couples should harness this vibration to reignite the spark in their rapport or try for a child. Embrace the feisty vibe. You and the people you work most closely with will see your hopes start to become reality. Nothing earth-shattering will happen, but you will see the stars start to shift in your favor. Keeping a dream diary is recommended during these trying times. Dreams can hold precious information for waking life. The habit of writing down your dreams truly makes it easier to remember them. There are no ratings determining what can air and what can't in your dreams, so you can take them as seriously as you would the artwork you made as a child. Respecting your dreams teaches you self-awareness and sharpens your understanding of what really matters to you. If you've never considered getting involved in some type of community work, this may change on this day. This vibration can see you thinking of giving in different ways. Perhaps you will consider teaching one or two of your creative skills online. Or maybe you'll consider holding a workshop in the future on a topic you know well. Whatever the notion you come up with, consider taking steps to make it happen. Giving to a greater group and cause is what in essence encourages most. A full moon in a playful and creative part of your chart in the heart of the working week should be facing more of a headwind than it is. Instead, even if the moon didn't have the support of Mars, in his last full week in your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery to power through even the strongest of headwinds, it comes just as the professional gods are asking that you hold back. It is tomorrow that the moon will return for its only visit to your work sector while Venus is in your career sector, and the last before after 6 years, Uranus leaves. It is not until tomorrow that you will need to have your work hat on. It is right in the heart of the working week, a full moon in your romantic sector is putting matters of the heart front and center, and it comes with the right kind of backup. While the moon is literally here today and gone tomorrow, and this romantically charged full moon is a shooting star event, there are planets in Leo and an adventurous part of your chart that are able to capture and hold on to its influence. Sagittarius, excitement must be rooted to matter. Quote of the day: freedom grows best in soil, not air. Color: ember orange, bright with intention. Lucky numbers: 3, 5, 17. Plans for travel or learning may bloom. Consider what you're escaping versus what you're pursuing. The journey needs a purpose. Our eyes in the sky. Here is your in-depth tarot reading for June 13, 2025, and today's energy is rich with possibility, emotional release, and meaningful perspective shifts. The cards pulled are the Empress, 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the Sun. Today starts with the Empress, a beautiful reminder of abundance, nurturing, and the creative force that lives in all of us. Whether you've been tending to a literal project or simply trying to show up for yourself with more kindness, the Empress brings assurance that your softness is a strength. This energy invites you to lean into what makes you feel whole, whether it's time in nature, a heartwarming conversation, nourishing food, or even just being present in your body. There's something healing in slowing down and receiving the moment instead of chasing the next. It's often when we allow ourselves to be that inspiration strikes. If you've been neglecting your needs lately or pouring into others more than yourself, this is your invitation to come back to center. Think of it like watering your own roots. Next is the Seven of Cups, a card of choices and dreams, but also illusions. Have you found yourself mentally spinning lately, caught between too many options, second-guessing your decisions, or comparing your journey to others? This card shows up when our imagination is powerful, but our focus is scattered. You may feel drawn to several paths at once, unsure of which one to trust. The good news is, you don't have to have it all figured out today. Instead, what if you picked the option that made you feel most present and alive? Not what seems most practical or impressive, but what resonates in your gut. Give yourself permission to explore without pressure. Sometimes the most unexpected path leads us to where we need to be. Then comes the Knight of Swords, and this is where the tempo shifts. This card brings momentum, clarity, and action, but also a reminder not to rush so fast that we miss the here of what we're chasing. You might get a burst of energy today, a sudden idea, or the urge to speak your truth. Go with it, but also ground yourself. If you've been putting off a conversation or a task because of fear or overthinking, this is your green light to move forward. Think about the last time you acted on instinct and it paid off. You're being called to trust yourself in that same way again. Confidence grows through action. Following that, we meet the Four of Swords, a card of intentional rest. This one's important, especially after the intensity of the night. It's okay to need a breather. In fact, it's necessary. You don't have to earn rest by exhausting yourself first. Whether it's 10 minutes of quiet, a break from social media, or a full day unplugged, this card whispers that your peace is worth prioritizing. Think of it like this: even the strongest trees are still during winter, gathering strength to bloom again. If your mind feels noisy or your heart heavy, take a moment to step back and simply breathe. Stillness isn't stagnation, it's sacred. Finally, we close with the Radiant Sun, one of the most uplifting cards in the tarot. It brings warmth, optimism, and the feeling of finally seeing clearly. This is a card of joy and renewal. If you've been waiting for a sign that brighter days are ahead, this is it. You may receive good news, reconnect with someone who uplifts you, or simply feel a wave of gratitude for how far you've come. Don't underestimate the power of those small joys today, the way the light hits your window, the sound of someone's laughter, or the relief of releasing a burden you didn't know you were carrying. Sometimes it's those little sparks that rekindle our whole spirit. So today, June 13th, brings a reminder that growth isn't always loud, decisions don't have to be perfect, and joy can sneak in even on the days we didn't expect it. You are allowed to bloom gently, act boldly, rest freely, and believe in what's possible for you. Even if you can't quite see the full picture yet, I'd love to know what part of today's reading spoke most deeply to you. Have you been navigating big decisions, or learning how to rest in a fast-moving world? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's open a space where we can all reflect, support, and grow together.